Drew, you look pretty festive today.
Yeah, I'm half Irish. What are you wearing?
Oh, this old thing?
It looks like you're wearing a Dolphins jersey.
Oh, that's funny. Because under my beard, it says Broncos.
Yeah, this is for the audio audience. Des is wearing my old Dolphins Jaylen Waddle jersey.
Go Broncos!
So now no one's on my team.
You know the irony, what I love about irony, and the irony is this, is that you literally wore this jersey last week, because he was one of the last players on your team.
Yeah, and the only jersey I had. I said this is the only Dolphins jersey I have.
And I have taken it from him, and I have claimed it my own. So, Jaylen Waddle, welcome to the Broncos, baby. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Yeah. Yeah. I'm wearing a beard, you guys, and all the hair is in my mouth.
I was going to say, how long do you think you'll be able to do this?
As long as it's underneath my chin.
Okay.
That's like a beard. You got to put it under the chin,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
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 Dude, oh my God, what a day already.
Literally, throughout the entire NFL season, we have closed our laptops, finished recording, and something's come across the ticker. And it's been like, hey, so-and-so went to so-and-so place. So-and-so's hurt. This team moved to London. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
And this is the first time I was in my cozy little bed. I was just hanging out in my cozy little bed. Everything was fine. My dog was next to me. Breck, he was a producer, still is. And we were just hanging out, cozy. Everything was right in the world. And then all of a sudden, I literally hear this faint scream outside of not my door, but the apartment building. And I hear, Joe! Joe! And I thought to myself, that sounded like Dez. But I was like, no, I was watching a video on my laptop, and I was like, no, that was like the background of the video. That's not it. And then I hear, for the layout of, we live on the second floor, and there are stairs on the outside to get in, and I hear 18 keys. Door flies open. Joe! Joe!
And he's still in bed. I go, can I open? He goes, open. And I go, did you hear? Because mind you, I had to go run out errands early this morning. So I left the house at like 6:45-ish. And right when I parked is when the news broke. Jaylen Waddle, the Miami Dolphins, Jaylen Waddle wide receiver is being traded to the GDDBs, baby, the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
And so I parked, and literally like Romeo calling up to Juliet on the second story, I come out my door, and I'm literally standing on my car, not on the street, not on the side, I'm standing on my car. Drew! And all the windows are open of all our neighbors. Like, they all heard me screaming. And then I literally was running because I got him coffee because I'm a really good friend and roommate. It spilled everywhere because I am running up these stairs trying to get in as quick as I can. What a gorgeous day it is, huh? Happy St. Patrick's Day!
Do your best,
Irish?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. You have a great Irish accent. Go ahead.
I have an okay Irish accent. I don't want to do it now because then people will be like, it's not that good.
It's good. Go. How now, brown cow?
Oh, Jaylen Waddle's going to the old DB Denver Broncos, isn't he? Your boy Drew is very sad, and he'll be drinking 18 Guinnesses today to drown his sorrows and realizing that only Devon Achane is with the old Miami Dolphins.
Well, right now...
Should I do the entire episode like that?
And Desiree is happy.
We both went to
here.
the same school. We both got the exact same education. And shout out Shelly Gaza. Taught us how to do accents. And Des can't do any accent.
It's so funny because it's true. We had a whole college class, a whole semester on freaking accents.
They're called dialects, technically. The proper term is
dialects. Dialects. Dude, I can't do an accent to save my soul, but holy cow.
What's your best accent?
I'm walking here. got like New York jersey. That's all I got.
That's all you got?
Well, because a lot of people I've been asked multiple times, especially when I was serving, they'd be like, where are you from?
Yeah.
And I was like, Colorado. And they'd be like, no, you have an accent somewhere. And they would always say I have an East Coast accent. I was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. But if you say so. But I always have to get a little bit louder and raspier. So I'm like,
Yeah.
What do you
that's
want?
like, here's the thing. What I always do, usually, to get into an accent, you have different phrases. So, like, for Irish...
What's your phrase?
My phrase for Irish is earmuffs. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, it works for me. I'm not saying it's going to work for you, because it didn't.
Our friend Emily, because we did the same class together.
Yeah.
That I studied in college for. Hers was How Now Brown Cow, and she would be able to get into it really easily.
Into Irish?
Yeah. How now brown cow is the Irish saying of How Now Brown Cow. But Jaylen Waddle, am I right?
You know what? So typically we talk about our weeks. Throw out the rundown.
Throw it out, guys.
Des goes straight into Broncos talk.
This
God damn it.
This is huge, you guys. Literally, we've been prepping, so a little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Mondays, we always prep on what we're going to talk about, and Drew has so much stuff to talk about for the Dolphins, and it's like a page long, and I was like, well, Broncos still haven't done anything. We've kept all the same people. We've made contracts smaller, so riddle me this. Could something be happening? Yeah, this guy right here, this jersey I'm wearing right here is happening right now.
You know what's crazy? I'm wearing green Irish glasses. Well, not Irish glasses, or shamrock glasses. But the green is causing like a tint, like an Instagram filter, if you will, over my world. And it's making Dez's now, it's a Dolphins Waddle jersey. The orange looks like Broncos orange.
You know what's wild is Dolphins, technically blue and orange.
Yeah.
Broncos, blue and orange. I have the first ever, everyone look, Denver Broncos Waddle jersey, everyone.
If you couldn't hear, because Des turned away from the microphone to
Broncos
say that.
Right here. This is an audio and visual platform today. I'm throwing it all out the window. Guys, this is huge. Waddle is coming to the Broncos. Okay, let me break this down for you. Guys, I'm stoked, okay? And you know why I'm stoked? Is because finally I'm in. Right?
What does that mean?
Exactly. What does that mean? Finally, I'm in because all 31 other teams were like, we're doing fun stuff. We're meeting new people. And here I am just twiddling my thumbs, being like, cool, all the same people. I love my squad. But like, I want someone new.
You want a new toy?
I want something new. And finally we did it, guys. This is awesome. And also, you know what, Broncos, good for you. You waited to do something cool so that everyone's going to talk about it. Because think about day of free agency, too much happening.
Yep.
Too much. You don't want to get crowded out by the... No, Jaylen Waddle is coming to the Broncos. So, I brought us here today to talk about this, and I brought the person that would know the most about Jaylen Waddle, and it is the Drew Simon of the Miami Dolphins.
Hey, guys, how's it going? First time, long time.
So tell me, Drew, talk to me about this guy that is now on my team.
Yes. First of all, do you want to share with everyone what the actual like trade was?
Thank you. You're producing well.
Hey, no problem.
So the full trade was Waddle. The Broncos received Waddle as well as the Dolphins' 4th round pick, while the Dolphins sent our 1st, 4th, and 3rd round picks. I think
the Broncos sent that.
Yes.
The Dolphins.
Yeah.
Is that
confusing? Was it 3rd and 4th?
Yeah.
Oh, that was 4th and 5th. Either way, 3rd and 4th. But the thing is, and people are like, oh, why trading the 4th for the 4th? The 4th round pick from the Dolphins we received, the Broncos received, is higher than the 4th round pick we sent to the Dolphins.
As of now, that 3rd and 4th will be, I think we pick like 12th or 13th or something. So right now that the Broncos, so yeah, it was basically a pick swap for the 4th round. So
essentially, yeah.
But the Broncos do get a bit of a higher one. But what's crazy is this has been in the works for a while.
We were saying almost a year. During the trade deadline, there was a lot of talks about the Broncos wanting Waddle.
and maybe trading Waddle during the trade deadline during the season last year.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talks that the Dolphins wanted a first round for Waddle, and people were like, Waddle's not worth a first round. Well, apparently he is. When I saw that, when I first was like, oh my God, what did we get? And then when I saw that we got a first round pick, I was like, you know what? I'm okay with that.
Okay, and here's the thing. Some Broncos fans are already saying, no,
That's
not a
too
first
much.
round pick.
Yeah.
Guys, it was a 30th pick, which will do great for you. 30th first round. Now, here's the thing about the draft.
Tell us the thing.
Here's the thing. As I straighten my little hat here, you want draft picks, and this is my opinion, and I don't know anything. I'm a leprechaun, okay? I don't think it matters nearly as much when your team got so far last year.
Sure.
You don't have to agree with this. I think draft picks matter way more for rebuilding. This mattered so much more for us, even last year. But for the past 9 years, draft picks were very important, I felt, to the Broncos. Because it was, well, especially in the past, 3, as we were struggling with the Russell Wilson cap hit. So now we were drafting all this young talent to develop. Now, we have developed that young talent. We need a veteran player on our team to come in already hot and heavy. We already know what he's going to do. I don't think we need that first round as much as people are saying we need it.
And granted, it's a first round pick. First round regardless, that's a big deal. But the way the NFL draft works, I believe, is it's a snake. So the first round, the worst team picks first,
Correct.
the best team picks last. But then in the second round, that last team, so the best team, aka the Seahawks, would pick first, and then it snakes. So the Broncos still have a pick right around there in the second round anyway. Am I right in that?
No, you're not.
Shit! What is it? How does it work?
I think it starts snaking in later rounds, but we actually might be completely... So, because I'm looking at second round. Second round is Jets, Cardinals, Titans.
But that's already been all weird.
I know, but fourth in the second round is Raiders. Then at the very end of the second round, it's Broncos, Patriots, Seahawks in the second round. So I think it starts... I thought it started snaking at some point, but it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it at all. So
you keep talking. I'm going to do some deep diving.
You know what? I don't even think we need a deep dive. I have now looked at every single round, and I can say for certain it's not that. So we're going to say it here.
Whatever. Anyway, doesn't matter.
So the thing is I don't think it was too much. Also, you know what you can deep dive? Can you look up Davante Adams, what they traded him for? Because that was, I feel, one of the biggest trades for a top wide receiver recently as of last year. Because we saw what Davante Adams did on the Rams. The thing is, if you want to go all in for a wide receiver, it's hard to find a wide receiver that's not going to go without trading a first-round pick. Did you find it?
In October 2024, the Las Vegas Raiders traded wide receiver Davante Adams to the Jets. No, that's not it.
Yeah, from
that was
Jets
it?
to the Rams is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
he's with the Rams
he's been
now.
traded all the time. I know.
I know.
Sorry, I'll keep going.
It's so all that being said, you're not going to get a veteran wide receiver for pennies. You're not going to get for a second or third round. And people are you know what? People are going to be upset no matter what. It doesn't matter. Even if the Broncos only traded a third and fourth, people would be like, wait, I really wanted that third round pick.
But here's the thing, too. I can't figure out the Adams thing. But what I can figure out is I've seen now the market is what is A.J. Brown going to get? Because if Waddle got, and I love Waddle, but if Waddle got a first round, then whoever is going to trade for...
He was released. That's why.
Got it. So if Waddle got a first round pick trade thing, if Waddle was worth a first round pick, AJ Brown is easily worth a first round pick.
But listen, I've been hearing that he's staying.
I would say
with the
if
Eagles.
a team trades for him.
Yeah, and that's I'm finding it being less and less likely, at least for AJ Brown. Yes. So,
anyway.
Big stuff. Jaylen Waddle. So, Drew, tell me why I should be excited about Jaylen Waddle coming to the Broncos. What has he done for your organization?
Well, nothing, because we haven't won anything, technically. But to be excited, here's the thing. I thought about this for a while. I was brushing my teeth. I was getting my hair ready. And I was thinking about how I'm going to do this, right? I can go one of two ways. I can be apathetic, like, oh, whatever, Waddle, cool. Or, actually, I can go 3 ways. Or I can go, like, you know what? No, this is great. You have Waddle. He sucks. He drops big passes. He's hurt all the time. Both things have been true at times. Or I can be like, you know what? Good for you. I'm happy for you. Waddle's going to kill it. I think I want to be, here, I'll do both. 2 for 1. Ready? I will now get into the character of bitter Dolphins fan. Have fun with Jaylen Waddle, okay?
Aww.
He's hurt all the time. He's a scrawny little, what is he? He's like 5'10", 180.
Aww.
Little baby, doesn't weigh anything.
Aww.
And he's always hurt all the time. Every time he tries to catch the ball, he gets up. He's limping, and he's always hurt. So have fun with that. Also, the big complaint the last couple years, Tua can't throw the ball. But every time he magically does throw a beautiful pass to Jaylen Waddle, he drops it. So have fun with that.
Aww.
Now, there you go. Scene. Now, thank you. Second other one where I live more in is, you know what? I'm happy for both of us. I think if Waddle can do all of the things that I said he couldn't do just now, if he catches the ball and stays healthy, Waddle and Sutton, that is dangerous. Because everyone's talking about now Sutton is is wide receiver 1, Waddle is wide receiver 2. I've seen some other people even say Waddle could be WR1 and Sutton.
No.
Here's what I think. Sutton is huge. What is he, like 6'4"?
At least 7'4", yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Tall, big guy. He's fast, but he's big and strong, can jump up and get contested balls. Waddle's not really that receiver. He can, but Waddle's fast. Mm-hmm. So if you have a big receiver who can go get balls. And then you have a fast receiver. Bo Nix is going to have his choice.
I know, brother. That's what I'm saying.
And Mims is sneaky good.
Mims I think he has solidified himself on special teams, which sounds like a downgrade.
I know.
But it's not. He's in the Pro Bowler punt returner. He is one of the best to do it as far as special teams. But I'm happy to have him there.
And if Pat Bryant can keep growing and Troy Franklin can keep growing,
yeah,
this could be a scary wide receiver group.
And what's even more on that about the wide receiver 1 and 2, whenever you would go up against the Broncos, you would think, if you're a team going up against the Broncos, who do I need to plan for? Who on the offense do we really need to look at? For a long time, we didn't know. We were throwing a Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant. We had Marvin Mims, Michael Bandy. We had Cortland Sutton. Then we had a few people that could run the ball. J.K. Dobbins until he was out. You just didn't know who to plan for. And I think of the Eagles. A.J. Brown. I think of Dallas Goedert. They have offensive weapons on their team that you knew going up, hey, this is who I'm going to plan for. Mm-hmm. Now, who are they going to plan for? You can plan for both Sutton and Waddle, which is cool, but we also have a 1-2 punch with Troy Franklin, who absolutely had a blow-up year last year. And even if he's going to be wide receiver 3, he's going to learn under these 2 pros. I'm stoked on this. Anyways, okay, and that was your second point? Oh, sorry, do you want to go off of that?
Well, no, the third point is just like, oh, whatever, I don't care.
Oh, yeah, we're going to skip.
And that's not exciting.
No, it's not exciting.
But back to the second role number 2. Character number 2 is on top of that, I'm happy for this. Waddle, 1, I like Waddle. He's going to go compete for a Super Bowl or at least like a playoff caliber team. And on top of that, he doesn't kind of waste away on the Dolphins. I'm excited for us, but we're building. But this is, look, we have 7 picks in the first 3 rounds of the draft this year. That's well, those are 7. That's 7 new players.
That's a rebuild if I ever heard one.
Exactly. So now everyone's saying the word rebuild, and by the way, this is now the Dolphin segment. No, I'm kidding. But everyone's saying rebuild, which sure it is, but this is an aggressive rebuild. I think we're rebuilding, but we're trying to build the building in a year.
Okay. Well, okay, I have 2 points to this. One, this is both a Broncos Dolphins segment. This is the best thing that could happen for sports ball today. One of your guys come to my guys and we all kiki around. What a fun little time for sports ball.
Cutting off circulation.
I know the beard keeps falling,
but it's fine.
We're going to keep it on because we're actors. But okay, that's my first point. Great time for sports ball.
It's a great time to be alive for the OSBs.
Because we have 2 people at the front lines that can give you exactly, I'm curious how the Broncos fans are feeling. I'll tell you. I'm curious how the sad Dolphins fans are feeling.
I'll tell you.
Exactly. So that's number 1. Number 2.
We're going to be doing lists all day.
Number
1, number 2.
What'd you say? The other one. The next one.
Another one.
Why do you think it's so aggressive? Let's just intertwine both segments. So, like, you're saying this is an aggressive rebuild. You have lost now how many starters?
We lost Tua, Tyreek, Bradley Chubb, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Julian Hill, tight end, Alec Ingold, Jason Sanders, now Jaylen Waddle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, among probably some other people. And you'd be thinking, oh my God, Drew, we're going into this segment all of a sudden. I was going to wait for it later. It doesn't matter. You want to know why? We've signed 17 new players since free agency started. So that's... What do you want me to list every single one?
Just name someone I might know.
QB Malik Willis.
Okay, fine. That's okay, fine. We
re-signed Greg Dulcich, but that counts because we had lost him.
Okay, but a new player.
Tutu Atwell, receiver from the Rams. Jalen Tolbert, receiver from the Cowboys. Offensive lineman Jamire Saylor from the Chargers. Edge rushers Joshua Uche and David Ojabo. Edge rusher Robert Beal Jr., cornerback Darrell Baker, cornerback Alex Austin, cornerback Marco Wilson, safety Lonnie Johnson, safety Zane Anderson, kicker Zane Gonzalez, 2 Zanes, punter Seth Verman, Tucker Addington, tight end Ben Simmons, and offensive tackle Charlie Heck.
And let me tell you who the Broncos have signed. Jaylen Waddle.
But we'll get back to that, but that's why I'm saying it's aggressive.
But no, and you made your point. I'm just pointing out that's insane. And that's all outside.
Yes.
You said 1 inside.
That's true. And on top of that, we went for our hopefully franchise quarterback mere hours after cutting our old quarterback.
Oh my God, we're gonna do this again?
What? Do what again?
We're gonna do this again?
What? I don't know what we're doing.
Mere hours after cutting. Drew, he was cut months ago.
No, he wasn't. Now I'm going to do this. Yes, literally.
When he was actually cut, yes. When he was actually, contractually
But we couldn't
cut.
do anything before that. So I'm just going off of the actual things.
Yeah, but that's... Okay. I feel like that statement was because... You're like, we did this all within mere moments. It's like, no, we did. But Malik Willis was in the works. Tua has been in the works for months. So it's not just like, cut, copy and paste.
I understand, but I don't know that. Fans don't know that.
Well, I think fans not of your organization knows that.
I'm not going to concede on this.
You don't need to. I'm just saying as an outsider, it has been clear Tua's being cut. So that statement is wild to me that it's like, we did this right after cutting. No, he's been... He's been cut and putting asterisks all around it for a long time now.
Okay, fine. So I was just saying, that was a fun turn of phrase that Des really latched onto.
Because you have a bit with Tua happening.
Then months, not even, weeks, we'll say weeks. Weeks after cutting our old franchise quarterback, we signed our new one. Hopefully. That feels aggressive to me. This is, yes, I don't think anyone's expecting, even though part of me really wants to, that the Dolphins will be super good this year.
Whoa, I don't think we've actually talked about this. So you think Malik Willis is your franchise quarterback?
I certainly hope so.
So do you think, I don't know if I have an opinion on this, I'm genuinely asking, do you think signing... Because there's 2 trains of thought. You're signing Malik Willis to be your new franchise quarterback, or you're signing Malik to be this bridge while you build, and then your franchise quarterback is coming.
That is plan B. Plan A,
really?
You don't pay a bridge quarterback $60 million. You don't. You don't. You would sign Kirk Cousins for a year, $5 million. That's a bridge quarterback.
Okay.
You're not paying Malik Willis $63 million, whatever it is,
That's
to be a bridge quarterback. Thank you.
No, I was curious.
No, I know.
About it.
But I think the way we have Malik's contract structured is we signed him for 3 years, but at 2 years we have an out, and at 2 years what happens? Oh, we're also done with the Tua contract,
right? And
then at that point we will have money, maybe draft picks or whatever to. Des is redoing her beard.
My beard keeps falling.
And then you have that option. That's my opinion.
And that's my opinion. Do you watch Real Housewives? No, you don't.
No,
Anyways.
but I do know. Isn't that the thing with like the cat? Like
no, well, that's
I'm...
one of those. But there was a housewife at a reunion. Her name is Tamara, and she's like, "It's my opinion."
So anyways, that's how I feel about that. The last thing, you know what? Hold on, I'm taking over. Drew's taking over.
It's a Broncos Dolphins segment, baby, because we got both teams involved.
So here's the thing. That you saw this. So I saw this like 3 or 4 days ago, and then Des saw it come across her timeline on Instagram, and she's like, oh, Drew, and I go, don't look at it. I'm going to tell you about it on Tuesday.
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
So
he's talking about this guy.
Yeah, this is why I think this has been in the works for a little bit, and this is why I think Waddle knew about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what?
What?
Okay, continue.
So Waddle attended over the weekend, or even a little bit last week, a celebrity boxing match.
Ooh.
Yeah, and one of the interviewers, some dumb new like Gen Z or ew,
Gen Z.
No, everyone's great.
Ew.
Every generation is the best generation ever.
Gross.
No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so he was interviewing Waddle with a PS2 remote.
What?
Or player. Yeah, he has like...
okay, now I agree
exactly.
with you.
Yeah, it's just like stupid.
Gen
whatever.
Z.
So he's interviewing him, and there's like a mic on it, and he's like talking to Waddle. Waddle's just like housing Sour Patch Kids during the interview, which I think is so funny. But the guy goes, would you ever get in the boxing ring? And Waddle's like, yeah, I'll mess everyone up. And he goes, who would you fight? And Waddle's like, well, I mean, who wouldn't I fight? You know, like, you got to give me someone. And the guy's like, well, pick somebody. Now, NSFW, not safe for work. Earmuffs, about to say bad words.
I never knew that's what that meant.
NSFW?
Literally, I was 32 years old when I learned what that meant.
Wow, we're all learning something. Not safe for work. So, Waddle said, you know what? Give me Pat, as in Pat Surtain, as in PS2. I would, quote, beat the fuck out of him. Then he said I would beat the dog shit out of him. Now he's joking. Like, he doesn't actually want to...
Is he, though?
He doesn't actually want to...
Is he, though?
He doesn't actually want to fight PS2.
I think he does.
Why? Because they're, like, good. They're, like, homies.
They're, like, best friends.
They went to Alabama together. I think they were roommates 1 year. Now, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Waddle is 5'10", 185 pounds.
Uh-huh.
PS2 is 6'2", 202.
So yeah.
Waddle's not as big as PS2.
No, he's not.
But then PS2 replied on Twitter and said, my boy's got a little too much dip on his chip.
Oh, that is a phrase I am taking, bookmarking, and using.
Homie put too much dip on his chip.
Yeah, I think you have too much dip on your chip, Drew.
I always have too much dip on my chip.
I know.
Now,
I think okay.
But Waddle said this last week. I think Waddle knew this trade was in the works.
Of course.
Well, why do you say of course?
Because I don't think we have been quiet for over a week.
Uh-huh.
Wait, plus. When did free agency start? It's
last
been a week.
Yeah.
God, longest week of my life.
Yeah.
It's been way too quiet.
Uh-huh.
The pieces have been coming together.
Yeah.
I would say since last week.
The reason I'm skeptical, and I do think Waddle knew, but sometimes
they don't know.
Players don't know when trades are happening.
Oh my God, does my Broncos country when Von Miller was traded to the Rams? That was the saddest day because he genuinely had no idea and was ripped out from underneath.
And truly, sometimes agents of players and players find out from like Sports Center.
Yeah.
So, but I think...
for most moves, yes. I think this was such a long, dragged out thing. That's why I think it. Anyways, continue.
You threw it at me while I was drinking water.
Okay, that's... So basically, now that Waddle is on the Broncos, we are going to set up a fight between Jaylen and Pat Surtain to
Why would you
brawl it
want to
out.
do that?
Just for fun.
But what if
for
one of them
shits and
actually
gigs.
gets hurt?
We'll set up a fight where neither of them can touch each other.
Okay.
Mental. See who can have the best insults. Hey, why don't you grow a couple inches? And then Waddle's like, hey, why don't you win DPOY again? And then PS2's like, hey, why don't you try playing for a good team? And then Waddle's like, hey, I am. Joke's on you. Welcome to the Denver Broncos.
Remind me to never have you like help with
mama.
a diss thing.
Yo, mama.
Hey, why don't Waddle's first diss was one of the biggest compliments ever.
Why don't you win DPOY?
Hey, why don't you go win DPOY again? And
'Cause I
PS2's like, okay.
I can't say anything bad about PS2. He's literally perfect. He's literally perfect. Find me one bad thing about him. Actually, don't. I'm scared. I don't think there's anything bad. Maybe he's a little bit boring. Actually, I could say that.
Waddle's more boring.
No! Really?
As an interview, he's kind of stale.
Man. But one thing I did think about Waddle coming to the Broncos is my face squished. It feels squished.
Everything's weird about your face right now.
Cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I was always so jealous of you. I don't think I've ever
I know
told
what you're
you
going to
this.
say, and I can't wait to reply, but
I
go
know.
for it.
I was always so jealous of Drew. I always really wanted something the Broncos could do instead of just incomplete. Or, seeing Miles at the top on the fourth. What could I do as a fan that, would, like, the fins up. The fins up. You always got that for the Dolphins. And yet, Broncos country finally has something. We have the Waddle, baby. And I'm going to waddle all the time.
So I want to totally take this away from you because waddling's fun. Waddling's a very fun thing to do.
What are you about to do?
Waddle didn't waddle all last year. And before, he didn't waddle towards the end of the year before. And people were like, yo, where's the waddle? And Waddle's like, I might be retiring the waddle.
No, he was depressed.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
I think he was going through depression playing for your team.
And do you know what's funny is with all of it and the moves and the drama and all of it, I would, if I can find a Kalshi bet of what Waddle does for his first Broncos touchdown.
The Waddle!
He's probably going to waddle because he's going to be like, you know what? New team. They're excited about me. I want to be a star in this league.
I'm going to lose my
I'm going
shit.
to waddle.
The first time I see him waddle wearing the orange and blue, not this orange and blue, the orange and blue.
It's going to be big. It's going to be big.
I'm going to start crying. I'm going to say, we went from 70-20 to this.
Yeah.
So it's a pretty good day for me. I don't know
you know
about
what?
Drew.
It's a double bad day for me because I was like, you know what? When I found out about the trade, I was like, well, okay, we got a first round. Did we get any players or anything? And I was like, maybe they'll do a little wide receiver swap. Maybe send my boy Lil Jordan Humphrey over to the Dolphins. Because that'd be so exciting because I love Lil Jordan Humphrey.
He loves LJ.
No, the Broncos re-signed him.
Yeah, no. He's staying with us, baby. He's staying
So
with us.
I don't get anything.
Keep in-house, in-house.
That is what they say.
Is what they say and we said last week.
Excuse me.
You can just turn your face.
I know. I'm getting better.
Okay. All right.
getting better.
Yeah, fine. So I think to wrap up the Broncos, the Broncfins segment.
That was a Broncfin segment
Yeah.
if I've ever heard of one.
Going a little bit more Bronc than the Fins. Stoked on Waddle. This is great. I'm going to do a whole breakdown for dummies about what this means.
Cool.
That Drew's going to write. And then...
Double cool. God, that's like, I know. That's like, hey, I'm breaking up with you. I'm gonna like write a love letter to my new boo. Can you help me write it? Cool.
That's hilarious.
Cool.
Still gonna make him do it. Anyways, my thought.
Wow, Des is like.
Well, because I'm reading it at the same time. My thought going into my Broncos segment originally, I was like, we have let go. Like, for instance, I was like, can we please sign someone? We let go of John Franklin Myers. Are we bringing in a DL, a defensive lineman? Are we bringing in anyone to replace him? And I was like, there has to be something that works for him. Granted, still might be. We never know.
Never know.
Draft is coming up. Something might happen in between now and the draft. But that was the main thing I've been concerned about because I was like, if you lose someone of that caliber, you really want to bring on someone else that could fit into that piece. So I'm so stoked that we do have an offensive player, and I think that's going to boost our offense. But I'm still looking at that. So that's that part. Also, my top 3 free agent picks. Let's go through this, shall we? Dallas Goedert re-signed to the Eagles. Okay, that one's out. Travis Achane.
Yeah. Let's both do this for a second.
Yeah.
Everyone got all up on both of our grills about how none of us were saying his name right. Guess what? No one was saying his name right.
Because originally we said, Drew said it's Etienne.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted to say Etienne.
Yeah.
Because it's fun, flirty, sexy, fun.
Yep.
No. Travis finally went to the Saints and said, I have something that I've been keeping hidden
get it
for
off
a
his
long
chest.
yet. I need to tell you guys. I need this burden off. It's Achane. It's Travis Achane. So now there's 2 Achans in the league.
2 running back Achans.
Yeah, and so I'm guessing your Achane might leave the Dolphins soon.
What is that? Why would
I
you
don't
do
know.
that
I
to
just
me?
feel like all fire might just happen in the Dolphins organization.
So I see that you're doing this. Do you know where Caden Ellis? Do you know about Caden Ellis?
That was my last one. No, I don't.
You don't?
I don't.
You still might have a chance because he hasn't signed with anybody.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, just kidding. He signed with the Saints. I had to have something. And I did it, and I got it.
What?
You've created a monster, Des. You've created a monster.
What was that?
I don't know. I got excited that you didn't know. Caden Ellis signed with the Saints. So the Saints have taken 2 of your players.
All of my players. They've. Oh, well, 2. Yeah, sorry. All my players have been taken by.
Yes, but the Saints took 2 of them. Sorry. I don't know. I just didn't recognize myself just now. Something crazy happened, but
It's fine.
it's okay.
When you're grieving,
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, I don't know who I am right now.
It's fine. Because I do. And I'm wearing the first ever Denver Broncos Waddle jersey right here.
Well, and I asked you, you think was Humphrey, little Jordan Humphrey was
That's
17?
what I thought, yeah.
What happens? Does Waddle show up and be like, yo, give me that number? And does Humphrey just give it to him?
He was, let's see.
What?
No one's 17.
Oh, great. So Waddle's got it. Waddle's got it in
what
the
was
bag.
Humphrey?
11?
Oh, wait, he doesn't have a number.
Okay, so they just don't have a thing. What was he last year?
It's just a blank.
Yeah, what was he last year?
Yeah, 17. God,
Okay.
she knows ball, people. She knows ball. Yeah, I thought it was wrong, so that actually made me really happy. No, he was 17.
Okay.
But now,
Yeah, Waddle's taking 17.
oh.
What was Waddle in Alabama? Because maybe he does want to change. Maybe he does want to change.
So, okay, yeah, back to that PS2 Waddle, Yo Mama fight. They played in Alabama
wasn't
together,
a Yo Mama
and they
fight.
also grew up in South Florida together. So Waddle also posted a picture of him FaceTiming with PS2.
Like hours.
Yes. And
yeah.
they're stoked to be on the same team. So they've been friends for a very, very long time.
Oh, Waddle was 17 in Alabama. Waddle's staying 17.
Yeah. So you know what? This jersey actually, Drew, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
This is going to work for me.
The other thing that makes me sad, a lot of things make me sad, but Waddle used to do this thing at the end of Dolphins games when they would win. He would go, Fins for the win. And then if they won like 2 in a row or 3 in a row or 4 in a row, he'd go, Fins for the win. Again. Like that was his thing. He did that. And now he won't do that anymore.
You guys haven't really won a game.
We won a lot.
Okay.
You need to stop right now.
Okay.
You stop right now.
Okay. Copy. That's about it that I have for my team.
Okay.
Do you have anything else you have for the Dolphins?
I mean, the one thing I want, so this is what I want to talk about. I mean, yeah, some things. But the biggest thing is the Dolphins, and now this, I had this all fixed up. Dolphins talk. I had this all fixed up and ready to go before the Waddle trade happened. I don't think this affects the Waddle trade because we basically traded Waddle's contract to the Broncos as well. Some trades like that don't work. The Dolphins, I'm going to list for you the top 5 Dolphins highest paid players this year. Okay?
Okay.
So the 5th highest paid Dolphins player this year, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Plays for the Jets.
Oh.
Jalen Ramsey, 4th highest Dolphins paid player. Plays for the Steelers.
Oh.
Tyreek Hill, 3rd highest Dolphins paid player this year. Upcoming year, 2026. Doesn't have a team right now. Bradley Chubb, 2nd highest paid Dolphins player this year.
Plays for the
Plays
Dolphins.
for the Bills. Tua.
It has to play for the Dolphins, right?
Plays for the Falcons.
Falcons, got it.
The 5 most highest paid Dolphins players this upcoming year on our books. Des knows all about books.
Books.
Like, what is it called? What is it called?
What?
Bookkeeping.
Bookkeeping.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Des knows all about that. This is for the bookkeeping, Dolphins bookkeeping. 5 of the top 5 don't play for us.
And as someone that knows, it's not good. I'll tell you
that's bad.
That's professional
That's
advice.
bad.
Yeah.
So I just saw that, and that doesn't suck. But you know what? It does suck. You know what? It doesn't suck. You know what I'm excited about?
What are you excited
Malik Willis. I want to just talk a little more about him because now he's been doing the things, and he's been going and doing the interviews and the press conferences, and I like this guy. I like how he holds himself. I like his little swagger. I like all that. Because all these players, all these interviewers, they're like, Malik, what was this free agency like? Well, how many teams wanted to talk to you? What made you pick the Dolphins? And he said, the past is the past. Doesn't matter how many other teams I was talking to. I picked the Dolphins, and that's what matters.
Wow, that sounds like someone I'd like to date.
Right? Right?
Doesn't matter how many people I've spoken to.
And this is a trend. This is a trend because when he was a couple years ago or last year, when he was playing for the Packers, he was originally picked up by the Titans. He was drafted by the Titans. The Titans traded him. And then the Packers played the Titans. And they asked Malik, hey, is this like a little revenge game for you? And he goes, no, I'm grateful for the Titans. If they wouldn't have drafted me, I wouldn't be in this situation. Everything that they did got me to where I am now, and I'm proud of that. What a class guy.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
I'm just excited. And not that Tua was a bad guy. Tua's like the nicest guy in the world. Tua nice if you ask me. But I'm excited about this dude. I'm stoked.
Wow. I did have one last Dolphins note, actually.
Oh, good. Dez has a Dolphins note. What?
Caesar Sportsbook.
Oh, yeah.
Came out with predicting records. This is what they do. I don't know if you guys remember 2 years ago, the Broncos were predicted to win 5 games. They won 10. So listen, I'm not saying Caesars is the one that's doing this, but either way, Caesar Sportsbook came out with the records, and the Dolphins, they are the favorite to have the worst record in the NFL next year.
Yeah.
The worst record. But where I'm curious about this, because my Vegas mob friend may or may not directly work with Caesar Sportsbook. And I'm pretty sure you talked a little bit of crap on him. And I'm pretty sure he pulled some strings.
I didn't talk crap on him. What did I talk about?
I think you did. Roll the clip.
What was the clip?
I think you said something mean about him, and we've been on high alert, making sure you don't have a hit out on you.
If anything, I thought you said something mean about him. I
probably did.
Yeah. And yet all end up getting shot.
Hey, that's not what I'm saying.
That's being friends with Dez. Dez is like, this thing. Drew said it, dead. So, sure.
So pretty crazy. Just saying, Caesar Sportsbook. I don't know.
You know what? Doubt us. Doubt us all you want.
Okay.
Oh, Dolphins, rebuild year. Oh, Dolphins don't have anyone on their team. Watch us. Watch us rise from the ashes. You were, what is this? What is the other Dark Knight quote? Dark Knight Rises? I am
Batman and now I'm Batman.
No, you were born in the, you live in the dark. I was born in it. Something like that.
Amen, sister.
Yeah. So look out.
That was deep.
Drew.
That was deep.
Quote it.
Wow. So with that, I think we can move on to our
League Catch-Up. Do you want to say the thing that is above the League Catch-Up? I feel like you wrote that. Did I write that?
I'm back on this. Oh, I might have.
I think you wrote that.
Before we get a League Catch-Up, guys, high alert, sports ballers.
Yeah.
We need reviews on Apple Podcasts and to subscribe because that ranks us higher.
You know what? And I was like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I
hate when people say it.
I've listened to so many podcasts lately. They all do it.
I know.
So we're doing it. Please, kindly.
Please.
Rate and subscribe.
If you listen every week and you haven't yet subscribed, now's your moment.
And here's the thing, guys. You are all our ride or dies.
Uh-huh.
What the hell just happened to my...
You're speaking English.
You all are our ride or dies. And you're at the ground floor because we're building. Des and I, you think we just record every Tuesday and then we don't do anything else? No. We are turning our little hamster wheels, trying to make so much happen for next year.
So much.
And you guys can be a part of it. If you rate and subscribe and review and follow and tell your friends, just wait till what happens next year.
Yes.
We're building something.
Yes!
And you guys can come along right for it. And if you want to come along even more, I don't know, Venmo me like $5.
Whoa. Wait, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Me too.
Yeah, Venmo does $5. Venmo either of us $5.
Anyways, literally take a moment to say, hey, it's good. And it literally is, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 8 letters. And you can just post that on Apple reviews and subscribe, because then whenever you look at podcasts, you think about, I promise the last thing, but I always look and I'm like, oh, how many subscribers do they have and how many reviews do they have? Actually, the reviews comes first. I always look at the reviews. So if you want more people to hear about Drew's agony, please leave a review.
I want more people to hear about my agony.
I agree. I think we all do. So with that being said, League catch up!
Boo! Des is really excited about whatever this dumb thing is.
All right, guys. No, I just have tea. So as we all know, I love reality TV, all right? And so this is like the perfect intersection. So Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Cowboys, recently was on a joint bachelor-bachelorette trip with his soon-to-be wifey bee. Actually mother of his children. What?
Cool. Sorry, I was like, I hate that idea. But then I was part of one, and it was a lot of fun, so never mind.
What? Yeah. You don't want to be on a joint bachelor-bachelorette?
I feel like...
Do we want to talk about this on air?
Yeah, I'm starting. Like, I'm kind of, as I like made faces, I was like, I could actually get hit from a lot of places.
The tunnel is closing.
Yeah.
in.
Hey.
Wow, Drew, you don't want to party with your soon wife, huh?
I think that'd be fun. Well, but no, but also I was remember we did a joint bachelorette party.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So
it was a good time.
It was a blast, and I love to party with my future wife, maybe whoever they are. Probably maybe my girlfriend. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I'm freaking out.
All right, you got to take a lap. So listen, joint bachelorette. The biggest reason that I think this is smart, like what I would do, I really want a destination wedding. I think that would be so fun. I think it makes sense if what they did. No, here we go. What they did, they're having a wedding in Italy, and then their bachelorette, was in like Mexico. It wasn't, but it was somewhere like that. So might as well, if you don't mind looking that up, might as well do something joint all together while we're about to go to this wedding in like a month or two, right? Are you looking up where it was?
I am. I can't find it yet.
That's okay. Okay. So, Bahamas. That's where it was. Just found
How did you do that?
So I also freaked out because I wrote notes on this and somehow it didn't save. So I was like, ooh, do I want to talk about this? Hey, what are you doing?
I saw other things.
I was supposed to tell you.
I know, I didn't realize.
Oh my God, Drew just read what happened. Oh my God. Okay, so mind you.
Okay, nope, go.
Jeez, dude, let me talk here. All right. So the big report, they have a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old, I believe. They have 2 kids together. He proposed to her last year. They were supposed to have a wedding in Italy in a mere moment, like couple months, 1 month, whatever. The wedding has been canceled, right? It was set.
What?
Italy, the wedding canceled.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
For sure. So what is crazy about this is while they were in the Bahamas, there was a blow up argument that basically were saying this is the argument that ended everything. Oh, no. So, maybe, you know what, on that note,
exactly.
Joint bachelor-bachelorette,
Not the smartest idea.
Because if you have a blow-up argument, the wedding's off.
Except for our friends Connor and Seth. They did it and it worked. They're the only ones. No one else can do it.
Because they weren't getting married in Italy. They were getting married in Venice, which is sort of Italy.
Yeah.
California. So, either way. So, what the inklings around is that the blow up argument was about the wife being upset about the prenup. That is hubbub.
God.
It's pish posh.
Oh,
not
that's
true.
Not what it is.
No. If you're getting married, you are in 1 month to get married. You think you wouldn't have been like, hey, let's talk about the prenup. I don't know, anywhere else except this joint bachelor-bachelorette prior to 1 month getting married. I think this is something they would have discussed months ago. And if they couldn't get to an agreement, I don't know, probably shouldn't go forward with it if it's this intricate to blow up, right? This is my take. On it. I'm not seeing anything. So that's one argument about it. Another one, which I believe, is that it was found on his phone that he was messaging multiple women in incognito form.
Whoa, incognito.
I think that's what it's called on Instagram. See, that's how loyal I am. I don't even know how to cheat, right?
Yeah, what?
I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. It's weird, like where you just, but it wasn't on Snapchat. All I know is somehow she got in and saw multiple messages during their joint bachelorette to these women. Also, my thing is how do you have the time? Like, when I am hosting a party, you're not going to see, you know what? If I'm just existing, you're not going to see me by my phone ever. If I'm hosting a party, good luck finding me. Like, the amount of energy it has to be to host your bachelor and bachelorette together while also messaging not one, but multiple women that are not your wife.
So, I got a couple things on that.
Go ahead.
One.
Dig your hole.
Well, no. One is shush. One is they're not. They have so much money. They have 8 people that are planning and executing this party, so they don't have to do anything. They're like, plan it. I'll just show up.
Okay.
So that's theory number 1. Number 2, I think it's a combination of both, because I think, I'm just gonna say this, I think a lot more celebrities, male sports figures, cheat on their spouses than you know. And all I'm going to say is I've worked at places where I've seen it happen. That's literally all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say, okay? But you heard it here first.
You did.
Well, you didn't. But I have worked at places in Los Angeles, California, where high-profile people have come in who it is not known that they are with other people, and they're with other people.
It's known.
Some of these people, I don't think so.
Okay. The ones you've told me about, I think sometimes there's a couple players, I'm not even going to say names, that I think the higher caliber of a player, the higher profile, it's harder to... So, oh my God, I think we were talking about this. But, like, I'm thinking Bo Nix. I'm thinking, oh my God, Jalen Hurts. I'm thinking Josh Allen. I'm thinking the higher profile you are, the harder it is to do this. So, typically you would think they're a little bit more loyal. But you're disagreeing with this.
Because... I'm
Well, I think we're thinking of the same person.
Yeah.
I think it's known that he gets around. I'm not shocked. When you told me that, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You don't think so?
I think there are some people that wouldn't be surprised by it, but I think this person's persona through a lot of places is like, look at me and my loyalness and my family.
Ugh.
I'm getting comfortable talking about this, even though I brought it up because
But what's also crazy is what I told you about a long time ago.
Yes, I know. I know. So regardless, I think it's a combination of both. I also I'm not going to be surprised if they decided to do a prenup and she wasn't vibing with it fully, but was like, whatever, and then gets a little bit of liquid courage in her. They're vibing, and she's like, makes a little remark about the prenup, and then also looks at his phone and is like, this is why I wanted a prenup. I think both things can be true.
I guess, but once you have children together, it's another level. Like, whenever people like have children then get married, and this is from me not knowing the intricacies of like the court system and everything, but aren't you already supposed to be paying child support? Which is a sort of
I have no idea.
Thing.
I have literally no idea.
I don't know either. I just feel like Sportsball is correct us, but I feel like once you have children, technically you're sort of on the hook for child support. So it's already somewhat of a prenup, and I'm really watering this down. But you guys already have kids together, and you're about to 1 month. All your guests, your hundreds of guests, are about to fly to Italy, spend thousands of dollars, which. My guess, I think I would still go to Italy and just be like, I guess I'll just stay in the hotel and just have time in Italy.
If this is what it is, if he's being, talking to other girls or whatever, if I was her, I would call it like my unwedding. And I'd be like, come with me, we're going to Italy. I know.
Cute.
Come with me, we're going to Italy. Dak's got the bill. I would literally take his credit card and be like, thanks. Dak's got the bill. Come with me for my unwedding. That's a good idea.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
So either way, we're telling you guys all this because we still don't know things, but we love talking about it. And that is where the drama comes in. So we'll see. Prenups, child support, we got all of it on Sportsball.
Yeah. And we are confidently talking about things we have no idea about. Welcome to Sportsball.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
So speaking of that, Maxx Crosby.
So I'm so glad that this is here. I wrote this, but I'm so glad it's here because this reminds me. Trade's not over yet. The Waddle trade's not over yet.
Oh my God, dude.
And why do I say that? Because it happened with Maxx Crosby.
Because it said pending physical. Jaylen Waddle is a Denver Bronco pending physical.
Waddle's still got to get on that plane. And he's got to fly to Denver.
Oh my God.
And he's got to walk off the plane.
You realize?
And he might trip and hurt
Stop
his little knee ball.
Knock on wood right now, you evil.
No, I don't want Waddle to get hurt. I did see this meme, and it was like, whatever happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but then it's like cut out, and it's like a cartoon of Maxx Crosby like trying to crawl away from Vegas, and like Vegas is pulling it back.
Just pulling it back.
So, yes, as we talked about last week, if you've been living under a dumb rock or a cool rock, I don't know why I got mad at you.
Okay.
If you are unaware, Maxx Crosby was going to be traded to the Ravens for 2 first-round picks this year and next year. Never mind. Went to the doctors. Doctors were like, his knee doesn't work. Legs don't work. Get him out of here. And now he's back with the Raiders. And you know what? He's okay with that. He posted on Twitter.
Can I read
Yeah. Des loved this.
It was so funny because it was so Maxx Crosby coded. He goes, everything happens for a reason. Believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. I'm a Raider. I'm back. Run that shit. End quote, Maxx Crosby.
And technically the quote, he censored himself. He literally wrote, run that S ... quote.
Oh, wow.
I
That's
know.
very generous of you. Wow.
It's
Maxx
also
Crosby.
interesting, every word is capitalized. He did that on purpose too. That's weird.
So either way, he's back in Vegas. We weren't supposed to believe what we saw, that he was in Baltimore about to sign.
And his wife is getting in on it too.
No, what'd she do?
So his wife, his agent, which his agent's name is CJ LaBoy. At least on Instagram. But I just think it's so funny, like back in like the 80s, there was like, yes, I'm Maxx Crosby's agent. My name is Daryl Stevens. And now it's like, yo, CJ LaBoy, I'm Maxx Crosby's agent.
LaBoy.
What? So anyway, CJ LaBoy on X said, this was on March 10th. So either right before or right after. I think it was right after. Maxx continues to be on track in his recovery, and if anything is ahead of schedule, according to his surgeon, Dr. Neil L. Achane.
Love that
Sorry,
guy.
guys. Maxx remains on track to return during the offseason program and will undoubtedly return as the dominant game wrecker he has been these past 7 seasons. Then his wife screenshotted that and put it on Instagram and said, say it louder, clap emoji, clap emoji.
Get it, wifey.
Yeah.
Get it.
Talk about, listen, do you know about Maxx Crosby and his wife and all that stuff?
No.
They met in either high school or college. I think it was high school. And she has stayed with him through several stints of rehab. Maxx Crosby is like very famously sober. Mm-hmm. And like she's been interviewed and been like, it was one of the hard, like dating him while he was going through rehab and like drinking and drugging was one of the hardest things I ever had to do. And he was like not a good person. And she stuck with him and he's called her his rock.
Wow.
So I think this is cool to see that.
You know what's, speaking of posting.
Yeah.
Maxx Crosby also posted another thing. I don't know if you saw this on Instagram. Posted a video of when the Raiders and Ravens were playing and when he sacked Lamar.
Whoa. Just that?
Just that.
That's so funny.
And I think it's so funny because here I am thinking I'm Lamar and I'm just scrolling and I see Maxx Crosby post a video of like him sacking me. It's not a threat, but it's like, just wait until we play again. This is what's going to happen. And Lamar's like, what the... I didn't do shit to you. I wasn't involved with this. Why are you coming after me, my man? What is happening? So I thought that was hilarious.
I did see something too. I think it was Diana Rossini was interviewed because she's like plugged into all the things. And she was saying that a couple like league execs are like, we're scared to play Maxx Crosby this season. Because if he is healthy and he's such a like gamer that he's going to be like, F you all, I'm going to show you. So,
wow.
Good thing the Dolphins don't have to play him 2 times a year. Also, we all saw the Sean Payton thing where he
was happy he made it out
and was going to fly him on a private jet to Baltimore. Just kidding.
Oh, my God, dude.
Anyway, what else is going on in the league there,
Okay,
Dezel?
I think one of the final things as we wrap up around the league is free agency, you guys. We talked almost the entire first portion about our free agency, but we got to go over a lot of the free agent picks and pickups, I should say. And I think we're going to really focus on the quarterbacks of the free agency that are pretty interesting. So some things like Kyler Murray, he was with the Cardinals. He is now with the Vikings, which is interesting because he is now signed with the Vikings to, quote-unquote, mentor J.J. McCarthy, which, as a reminder, J.J. McCarthy, same draft class as Bo Nix. Mm-hmm. The Vikings signed Sam Darnold when JJ was injured. Sam Darnold balled out. The Vikings let him walk last year. Sam Darnold went on to win the Super Bowl. And now the Vikings are still like, JJ's our guy.
Well, because didn't JJ get hurt in preseason his rookie year?
Yeah.
So he never played a snap his rookie year. Then played last year, was fine.
No, not good.
To less than fine at times. Yeah. So I think Kyler is going to start.
And a lot of people are saying Kyler with Minnesota, it's all about the organization. Yeah. Like the Vikings are an incredible organization. They think Kyler is going to ball out 100%. Over there in Minnesota. So that's one.
Tua, as we've obviously talked about, to the Falcons on a 1-year contract. Again, an interesting little quarterback brewing. I don't want to call it a controversy, but like Michael Penix Jr., who was...
Same draft class.
That's right. Another 2023 draft class? 4. 2024 draft class. Another one that now Tua's going, and they're like, who's going to start? Everyone is like, Tua is the better quarterback. In his prime, his ceiling is much higher than Penix. Penix also is on his 3rd ACL tear right now.
God.
So there is some chance that he might not even be healthy enough to start. But most likely Tua's going to get the rock to start the season. So there is that. As we've also obviously talked about, Malik Willis to the Dolphins. So came from Green Bay. Justin Fields
to Kansas City, which whispers were going around that Russell Wilson from the Giants was now going to Kansas City. And why this is a big deal, Justin Fields from the Jets going to KC, is because Patrick Mahomes is going to be out for the first part of the season.
Maybe.
A lot of reports are pointing to he's probably going to be out first couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be hard for him to get back in. So they need a good backup quarterback. Mind you, last year was Gardner Minshew, which love Minshew. Love his stash, love his...
Yeah.
You guys, if you're ever bored, go and look at Gardner Minshew's, quarterback photos.
I thought you were going to say, guys, if you're ever bored, grow a mustache.
And grow a mustache.
Yeah.
Guys, I grew a beard in a day. You could do it as well. But Justin Fields to Kansas City instead of Russell Wilson. So he's going to be the backup, obviously, but you're going to see him have some playing time while Patrick Mahomes is still returning to the field.
And then Daniel Jones, did re-sign with the Colts, a 2-year, $88 million deal, which feels insane to me. That's granted, dude balled out last year. He looked insane, but he didn't stay healthy, and you pay him a lot of money off 1 year, but I can't talk. The Dolphins are paying Malik a pretty good amount of money for 4 games. So,
and I also forgot about Daniel Jones. He had a huge cap. As far as cap hits, it goes Tua at 99, Russ at 85, Daniel Jones at 60 million with the Giants.
Yep.
He was one of the top dead cap hits, and it sort of, I felt like, went so under the radar.
Yeah.
Because I don't really remember it. I'm sure Giants fans do, LOL. But it's impressive what Daniel Jones has done with the Colts. I hope to see his success continue. I mean, he's still in the AFC, so I don't want it to do too well. But it's going to be interesting to see what Daniel Jones does there.
And then Geno Smith is still just bouncing around the league.
Guys.
Goes over to the Jets.
Guys. Geno Smith, this is wild. So if you guys didn't know, was drafted, Geno Smith, the Raiders' Geno Smith, was drafted by the Jets in 2013. He was with the Jets for 4 years.
That feels like did they have phones back then?
I know, 2013. I was in college. We were in college. Drew was still pretending not to like me. Where were you in 2013?
Pretending not to like you.
That's right. So then he went to the Giants in 2017. So mind you, what have the Jets been doing since 2017 when he went to the Giants? Oh yeah, 18 quarterbacks later. 18. They're back to Geno Smith. 2013. 13 years later.
If I'm a Jets fan, I'm burning it to the ground.
Dude.
Are you kidding me?
I saw a theory because, mind you, Geno Smith, He left the Seahawks.
Yep.
Went to the Raiders.
Yep.
Played for the Raiders. Got the number 1 draft pick for the Raiders
Yeah.
because they were so bad. And Seahawks won the Super Bowl.
No, I think I told you that.
Now is Geno Smith going to the Jets to get them the
To
number
get them
1 pick?
I mean, probably. But yeah, literally, that's one of the funniest stats from last year. Geno Smith left the Seahawks and went to the Raiders. And more things happened, but in that move, it looks like he left the Seahawks, they became good enough to win the Super Bowl, and went to the Raiders. They got bad enough to get the number 1 pick. Like, that is just the funniest thing to me.
Unreal.
So, and then what I think is the craziest thing ever is the Bengals are signing capital V veteran quarterback Josh Johnson. Now, Josh Johnson is a crazy guy. I mean, Dez can talk about this more because he was on the Broncos.
He was on the Broncos. Yeah, you guys might, a little bell might be ringing in Broncos country. But Josh Johnson, who is this guy? He holds the record for playing for the most NFL teams. He has been a member of 14 different franchises during his 18-season career. That is nearly half of all NFL teams this one man has played for. And we're not even talking quarterbacks. We're talking about any position ever. And he was drafted by the Bucks in 2008. Mm-hmm. And I have his trajectory. Do you want me to go over it?
Yeah, I have it too.
So
yeah.
Okay. So drafted by the Bucks. He then went to the Niners, Browns, Bengals, first stint in 2013.
And do you know what's crazier? Sorry. In
Go
between
ahead.
the Niners and the Browns, he played for the Sacramento Mountain Lions.
I know.
Like random weird.
I took out all XFL.
Yeah.
I'm just talking NFL.
No, but I
right
just think
now.
that's funny that now, so there are several teams in between these NFL teams that are like XFL or Canadian teams.
Yes.
That's
So we're just right now just talking about NFL.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Shut up, Drew.
Niners, Browns, Bengals, Niners again, Bengals again, 2015, 2 years later. Jets, Colts, Bills, Ravens, Giants, Texans, Raiders. Oh, we're talking Josh Johnson, not Geno Smith. Redskins, when they're still called Redskins. Lions, Niners for the 3rd stint. Jets for the 2nd stint. Ravens for the 2nd stint. Broncos.
Hey, Broncos.
2022. He was part of our whole quarterback rebuild portion. 49ers for the 4th time. The Niners just couldn't get enough of him. Ravens for the 3rd time. Commanders now. And then Bengals. He is now with the Bengals for the 3rd time in his 18-season career.
Wow.
I know. So happy to see him back with the Bengals. Curious to see how that goes, especially if Joe Burrow stays healthy. Because that was what happened last year with the Bengals. He didn't stay healthy. Then they sort of started tanking, and now they need a good backup QB.
So one of the last things I want to talk about for the NFL real quick is NFL.com after the first week of free agency. Now, this is before the Waddle trade. That being said, the NFL.com released their post-free agent frenzy power rankings. Des, the Broncos were ranked 4th at the end of the year. Before the Waddle trade, where do you think the Broncos were ranked after not doing anything in preseason? Or in free agency, sorry.
Bottom half. Or you
What?
think top... They're ranked in the bottom half.
Of the league?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. No.
Oh, if you're just talking about free agency signings.
But not ranking free, like how they are as a team. Like
Oh,
in the league.
top 10.
Top 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, they went up 1. They didn't do anything, and they went up to 3rd. NFL.com has the Broncos ranked 3rd best, just behind the Rams and the Seahawks. They have them above the Bills, above the Niners, above the Ravens, Patriots, Texans, all those teams.
And
Eagles.
Who's not up there? Did I hear the Patriots once?
Oh, no, they're up there. Sorry, I said
Where?
Patriots.
When?
They are the 7th.
Top 5.
Who?
Yeah.
I know.
I don't think you barely said it.
So the Dolphins, the other team that we care about in this league, they did everything. They signed Malik Willis. They got rid of Tua. They signed all these other players. They went from 24 to 30th. We are now the 30th ranked team. Don't put your face away.
Not last.
Put your face away.
Not last.
Oh, cool. The Jets and the Cardinals are worse than us.
Not last.
We're gonna annihilate the league. You all don't know what's happening. Remember, I said this a couple months ago. I was like, I'm gonna be insufferable when the Dolphins are good. I don't even care if they're gonna be bad, but they're gonna be good. But I'm gonna be insufferable. Look out.
Number 3. How about that, Broncos country?
You guys want? Yeah. You guys want to learn some stuff?
Oh my God! So we now have Des and Drew
learn ball, so we know more about ball, and then you can know more about ball, and maybe people won't be mad at us, and our parents will be proud of us. Ball!
And then disclaimer, because we haven't said it in 2 weeks, everything we say in these segments and any other segment for that matter should not be taken as fact. We have the entire internet and AI, guess what, AI at our disposal, and we still happen to get things wrong most of the time. Hell yeah, LFG, baby.
So this week, we're going to be talking about compensatory picks.
Compensatory
Isn't that
picks?
fun to say?
What the hell is a compensatory pick?
So I actually was going to talk about this during the warm-up. And then all hell broke loose. But I do think this will be fun to talk about as like a lead-in to compensatory picks. And sometimes I do something that Des doesn't know what's happening, and she looks at me, and it's a combination of like, what are you doing? And also like, stop doing what you're doing because I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I have too much control over
Des and I were watching the Oscars. And it was just fun because we were watching the Oscars, having a good time. And Des... This is what I love about you, genuinely. You are so smart, and you're so you have to know everything about everything, but then you follow up with it and you go after and learn everything about everything. But we're watching the Oscars, and she's like, "Who's that? Why is that guy there? Why is that person wearing that? What did that person do? Why did they make that joke? What is that thing?" And like most of it, I'm like, I don't know. But I also panic being a people pleaser, so I'm like, it's this. I don't know. And she's like, "Why did they make that thing? Why is that thing there? Who is it in that movie? What is that thing there?" And so when we started talking about compensatory picks, Des was like, "What is it? Why do they do it? How do they figure it out?" And what I kind of knew, but then as we learned more, compensatory picks are like, no one knows about them.
Guys, it's wild.
Yeah.
I would like to say my statement to that. I'm a very curious person.
Yes.
I'm a very curious person. I don't like people just telling me something. I need to know why you're telling me it, where it came from. But that goes into my human design chart. Everyone get a human design.
Go do a
reading.
human design
it's
chart,
so
yeah.
great. Anyway, so compensatory picks. Why this was brought up is because what are compensatory picks? There are picks granted to a team in the NFL draft. Now, it was released like 1 or 2 weeks ago that the Broncos just got 2 compensatory picks.
Wow.
Round 7 picks. So the very last round of the draft, there were 7 rounds, pick 256 and pick 257, which is Mr. Irrelevant pick.
The last pick, right?
Yeah, the last pick. So famously, Niners quarterback Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. He was picked very last, and look how far he's come.
Good job, Purds.
So we were given these last 2 picks, and I saw... we were given 2 comp picks from losing Cody Barton, Javonte Williams, Zach Wilson, Riley Dixon, Tremont Smith in free agency last year. I didn't really understand anything of what that meant. Like, what we were given picks because we lost people, but don't teams lose people all the time? What the hell is a compensatory pick?
So, the purpose of a compensatory pick is to prevent teams that develop talent from being severely disadvantaged when those players leave for higher salaries elsewhere. If people remember, we talked about free agency 2 weeks ago. And when we talked about free agency, we said that it started in 1994, which is crazy that it's that recent. But around that same time when free agency happened, they also introduced this idea of compensatory picks, where it's like, okay, fine, you can go and negotiate and pick different teams elsewhere, but we want to not punish teams for losing players because they can't pay them higher salaries. So, just another quick little thing. It exists to reward teams who lose more or better free agents than they sign, maintaining a competitive balance awarded between rounds 3 and 7. I know you said some of this. I'm just making sure you didn't lose anything.
Yeah. So basically, one episode I want to link this in our bio in the episode. So as we'll link this podcast episode, but it's a Pablo Torre Finds Out episode about how which player was the compensatory pick for the New England Patriots that what basically allowed the New England Patriots to draft Tom Brady. Yeah. Because famously, he was drafted in the 6th round. He was like pick 199 or something, right? And It was a compensatory pick. You always see his draft card, and it was like compensatory pick. So people are like, who's a compensatory pick? So what you find out in this episode is that the compensatory pick system is so under wraps. Pablo Torre, he actually had someone on from the NFL that had to have a voice changer, could not say his name because he could face retaliation from the NFL explaining how compensatory picks work. That is how wrapped up this is.
And not only that, when he's interviewing this person, the person is confidently saying, you will not figure this out.
Yeah.
It is so hard. There is no way that you will be able to track the player that was worth the compensatory pick that originally turned into one of the greatest quarterbacks and players of all time.
Yeah,
you will not figure it out.
So one thing about compensatory picks is that for instance, I was going to explain Tom Brady, but I sort of want to explain it in Broncos terms. So, like, for instance, we lost 1, 2, 3. How many people did I say? 5 people last free agency, right? I said Cody Barton, Williams, Wilson, Dixon, Smith. You lose 5 players. Now, how the compensatory system works, typically. So, let's say we lost Cody Barton, linebacker. We then signed Dre Greenlaw, which is a linebacker. So that doesn't mean that we got a compensatory pick for Cody Barton technically based on how the system works. Because you only are rewarded that if you sign someone that fills that spot. So you have to have a player that is able to fill that spot. Same with Javonte Williams. We signed J.K. Dobbins. Zach Wilson, that's the one I think we got the compensatory pick for because we didn't necessarily sign a new QB.
Yeah.
Riley Dixon, we drafted Jeremy Crawshaw, but that's where it gets confusing because we didn't sign, we drafted, so I'm not sure. Ooh, and Tremon Smith was a cornerback. I don't know, so he might be our second compensatory pick because I don't know if we signed a cornerback. So if you don't have someone that replaces the player that you lost in free agency, that makes you available for a compensatory pick. Now, they go off a point system. So let's say that we'll talk Zach Wilson, right? Let's say Zach Wilson went to the Jets and he played. He went to the Jets. No, he didn't. That was silly.
The Dolphins.
He went to the Dolphins.
The Dolphins! Full circle.
Wow, and they were like, Zach Wilson, don't you dare step foot onto that field.
Yeah.
But let's say if history was different and he did play and he balled out and he got them to the playoffs. There's a point system. And they look, whoever's seriously, the NFL headquarters, no one has access to this besides a very select few. They look at this based on a point system. Did they look at awards or nominations?
Yep.
Pro Bowl, All-Pro. Did they actually play? The salary they were paid. This is all a point system.
And what's even crazier is this sheet, this thing that Des is talking about, it literally ranks players from 1 to 500. Every single player in the NFL is on this sheet. And the other joking thing is, like, the NFL has this sheet that basically there's a player on it that is number 1. And that is what the NFL is saying is, like, the most valuable player in the league. And it's this whole, like, thing. And people are like, the amount of, like, fantasy people, bettors that would want to know what this sheet looks like. And this person that Pablo interviewed basically was saying, like, 1 or 2 people actually have eyes on this sheet.
Correct.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yes. So all that being said, with me being so curious, and I was like, I have to know.
Yeah, she's asking me. She's like, "What does this mean?" And I'm like, Des, one of the best investigative journalists, sports journalists in the world, spent dollars and did a whole episode thing. And she's like, "Drew, just Google it and tell me what it means." And I'm like, I don't know.
You can't. My award-winning producer
But
can't?
even the fact that, like, you would be such a good investigative journalist because you're even, like, you figured out the system and you're like, I think it's Zach Wilson. And how many people probably don't know that? Like, and I think you're right, but it's just like,
guys,
you're crazy.
I'm fucking nosy and crazy, and I am curious, and I need to know everything.
Scared to be around her most of the time.
Good, but I will. But that is what's so. Whenever you hear people talk about this, is I think the point I want to make about compensatory picks, because I started Dummies 5 years ago, actually almost 6, and I've always been so insecure, somewhat being a female in the sports world, but just in general talking ball because I don't know anything. That's why I created the channel. And I've always wanted to be sure that I knew everything so that if anyone came back at me, I could speak towards it.
Sure.
whenever people are talking compensatory picks, people don't know jack shit about this.
No one knows anything. This episode, they were saying that at times, teams, like the actual people who are paid to be on the team and make these decisions, are looking at Twitter to figure out
what compensatory
picks they are. They are calling their friends who work for other teams and are saying, hey, do you know what pick we're going to get? Because literally no one knows.
No one knows.
Except Dez now.
Except this guy.
Yeah, this dummy over here.
This guy.
But sorry, you were making a beautiful point. I cut you off.
No, that's the point. I think when existing in this world, we always think there's people that know so much more than me. Why would I talk about this? Why would I act on this? Why would I do this thing? Because I don't know. Hey, red alert, red alert. No one knows anything. And I think this was proven with these compensatory picks because the amount of people that I've heard talking about it, like they just know, they don't. No one knows where this comes from. For instance, the journalist that I saw, we got 2 comp picks from these players. He doesn't know which players was the comp picks. He just had to say which players were released last year or lost in free agency, and we got comp picks because of that. No one knows, and that is a beautiful thing, and that gives me so much peace at night.
So, the moral of this story, no one knows anything. Thank you for learning with us. We don't know anything. You don't know anything. You'll never know enough. Go to bed. Kiss your loved ones. It's fine.
I meant sister. But I also love that episode. Guys, go listen to it. And I think you might have learned something from compensatory. Because I learned. No. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I think this is awesome that... you get it from losing players, but the number, like what, pick 256 and pick 257, no one knows how those teams get those picks.
And there are also other things, like I think you can lose 4 players and not replace any of them, but only maybe get 1 pick because they calculate that all 4 of those players are only worth 1 pick. It's not a straight trade.
I know.
And on top of that, you can receive compensatory picks for hiring minority coach or executives. And like, there's so many random weird things that go into this. So.
Yeah. So there we go. We learned something new this week, and I am so proud of us.
I am proud of us too.
I know. So we have 3 episodes left to learn something new, and I'm excited. I know, guys,
we have 3 episodes left
of the season,
and then
we're dead.
So yeah, just to give you what? No,
isn't that what you said?
Bye, we're dead.
What'd you say?
And then we're done.
Done is what I meant. We're done.
So, just so you're aware, our last episode will be April 28th, where we're going to it's right after the draft. We're going to recap the draft, and then we're going to have a little break.
Yep.
And what you think? You think Des and I are going to close our little eyes and take a nap? No.
Absolutely not.
We're going to be working our tuchuses off.
Yes.
To give you all, loyal fans, the best season 2 of Sportsball you could ever imagine. Des, put that stupid jersey down.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just wearing the first made Jaylen Waddle Broncos jersey out. It's never been made before, and I got the first dibs at it, so it's pretty cool. It was released only a couple hours ago, and I got it. I got my hands on it, so pretty cool stuff. But on that note, I really think we got to wrap up because it's about 90 degrees in this room. LA's having a heat wave, baby.
Go Bronc Fins!